9:30 sharp, so we will begin. So this is Mike broadcasting from my living room for the JCC Silver Sneakers Classic. We'll be meeting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this time. So what you'll need for sure is a comfortable yet sturdy chair. So here's my chair, nice and sturdy, and we will be doing part of the class standing, part of the class seated. If you need to spend more time seated, it's up to you because you can do almost all the class seated if you need to. Let's start warming up. Our shoulders are up and back. We're going to warm up all of our joints and then we will come out of the chair. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and forward, up and forward. Our shoulders are often pretty tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Ear to the shoulder, the other arm gets long. This is stretching out the neck here. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Other side, reaching, reaching, reaching. Back to center. Look over your shoulder. Back. Look over the other shoulder. Back. Look up. Look down. And back to center. What I noticed just now when I was looking over my shoulder is I'm a little tight in here. And I think because I haven't been driving the last couple days, I've been hunkered down at home, so I haven't had to do this business as much. So if you're at home and not driving around, be sure to get this little stretch in at least once or twice a day. Let's go ahead and warm up our hips a little bit. We are going to simply lean forward, reach, and pull back. Reach, pull back. Let's do 8 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Let's go out to the side with our leg and back and across and back. So we're tapping the leg out, and as we go across, we tap the other leg. So it's going to make your brain work a little bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 8. Some of you might notice I don't have a spectacular range of motion, and that's because I'm tight. I'm tight in all my muscles. If you can go farther, get that leg as far as you can go, right? As far as you can make the leg move. How many more? Anybody counting? How about this one more? And rest. Let's warm up ankles. You're going to, stomach is in, hook your leg underneath, and we're just pointing and flexing our ankle. For those of you that take my class at the J, this is plantar flexion and dorsiflexion. So you can learn a few new fancy words. So we're pointing and flexing. Now make circles with that leg. Or not with the leg, with the ankle, sorry. Don't make circles with your leg, that would look like this. So circles with the ankle, other direction. And another way the ankle can move is side to side. So just turn it back and forth. And let's try the other leg. Ankle, point and flex. We really need flexible ankles to walk. If we don't have flexible ankles, we will start shuffling around the world. And that's a tough way to go. So you want to have flexible ankles. Make circles. and other direction, and side to side. I'm going to take a quick peek here. You stay in your chair. I'm just going to read a couple comments here. Mary, welcome aboard. My sister Kate is watching. Back to center. We warmed up ankles. We can do wrists, the same thing. The wrist and joints and the ankle joints are very similar. We can make circles. And with our wrists, I'm doing them at the same time. You don't have to, but just to speed up the process a little bit. I don't do ankles at the same time because I always want one foot on the ground at all times. And the reason for that is it's a little challenging on your back to have both feet off the ground. And as long as we're there, let's do the hands too. So some of you may have noticed already that I have my socks on. Normally you would do this class with shoes on, but I walk around the house in my socks, and in preparing for the class, I didn't get them put on. So it's up to you whether you're barefoot, socks, or shoes. I think shoes give you the best support, or barefoot is also good. Nice and tall. Let's start a little more movement. We're up and over, and then we're alternating up and over. And we're reaching long, getting that nice lateral stretch. Reaching. And if you feel more comfortable and you're more flexible, you can go even farther than I am. In fact, some of you are going farther than I am. I know it. A couple more. If going overhead is hard on your shoulders, you can go a little more forward. That's a little bit easier. Can you see the difference in what we were just doing? Now we're going a little more forward. And a couple more. And little circles with the arms, just gentle circles, small circles, larger, and larger even yet. So there's a workout called Madonna Arms where they do this for 5 minutes. We won't be doing that. Reverse your direction. Smaller. And little tiny circles. Nice and tall. I taught the folks in my other class this one. I'll break it down. You don't need to do it perfectly. It's 4 exercises in one. The chicken. At the weddings, you always do the chicken dance. The goal post, because it looks like a goal, kind of. The peekaboo, like you're playing peekaboo with someone. And then the overhead press. So if one of these 4 is bothersome, just skip it. And let's give our shoulders a stretch. Other shoulder. Let's put all of them together. It looks like this. We're going to do, how about 6 more of them? I want you to start thinking about the idea of pushing and pulling. So most exercises can be broken down into a push-pull. A couple more. Push it in, pull it out, push it up, pull it down, push it in, pull it up, and you got the idea. Let's rest. Let's stretch again. Let's do another exercise that's going to involve both arms and legs. So go ahead and scoot forward in your chair a little bit. And you are just pushing out with the foot and pushing out with the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Let's do an easy torso rotation. Arms are out straight. Follow the hand as you turn. Follow the hand with your eyes. Back, other direction. Back, and again. Last one. Interlace your fingers. You can push out and then pull back, push out, pull back. Again, if you have an affected shoulder or your shoulders are tight, don't push the shoulders. The shoulder joint is a crabby joint. It doesn't like certain things. Last one. Nice and tall. Let's grab a drink of water. We're going to get to our feet in just a second. I want to talk about equipment and safety. When you're standing, you're going to be behind your chair, so you have it available for balance. You're going to have some water so you can drink throughout the class. I don't want anybody overexerting. Think of this class as from 1 to 3, with 1 being easy and 3 being very hard. We want to be in a 2, except when we're warming up. So this should have been a 1 for everybody. If it was already a 2, back it off a little. You can always do the class seated. Any questions? My screen is just exploding with questions. No, not really. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to get out of our chair but go right back in. That's working a squat. And if you have if it's hard on the knees, skip it for now. But it looks like this. So you're up and you're down, and you're up and down with control. Up, down, up, down. If you could see Don Maines, I think he's doing this class with me. He does this better than anyone, and he's in his 90s. So good for you, Don. And I should have mentioned this earlier. If you do need a little compensation, you can put a hand here or a hand on your chair if it's hard on the knees. Let's everyone get up, and we'll go behind our chair. We're going to do a few things behind the chair, and then we're going to sit back down and do all the equipment. So behind the chair, here it is for balance. I may come out in front of the chair so you can clearly see what I'm doing, but you stay behind the chair so you have it as needed. We're going to do more active leg things, nice and tall. Stomach is in, shoulders are back. Inhale the arms up. As you come down, let your hips go back. Inhale the arms up. As you come down, the knees bend, the hips go back. If you need the chair for balance, hold on to the chair with one hand. Pretend that you can see the imaginary chair here. Couple more. Reaching and pulling it down. One more. And rest. We're going to warm up each leg separately. That will build strength in our standing leg. First exercise is out to the side. Try to be nice and straight. We're not leaning. We are being straight and just pushing out. Push, pull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7. Again, if you can go higher than me, feel free. I do not have great range of motion in my hips, and because I didn't do this class when I should have, a long, long time ago. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. We went to the side. Let's go to the front. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. You can switch to the other side of your chair, or you can also just stay in place and do the other leg that way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. We went sideways, forwards. How about going back? So you're going to kick straight back. It's not a big movement. I'm going to turn sideways. You stay straight. It's not this though. It's straight up and down this. It's working the glutes. You can even put your hand on the glute. Feel that muscle as you push it back and pull it forward. Push, pull. 3, 2, 1. Other side, other leg. Push, pull, push, pull. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. We went out to the side, front, back. What else can we do? We can do it with a bent knee. So now we're lifting straight up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can also go back. I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. It's what we call the butt kicker. We're just bringing the leg back towards our own glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can also make circles with our leg. And remind me to go in both directions and use both legs. 5. Be sure you're holding onto the chair for balance. This one would be tough letting go of the chair. So it's optional, but I like to have the chair and just focus on working the leg. Other direction. 8, 7. Feel that standing leg get tired? Mine is. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you think of the hips and the shoulders as similar, we can also do those same things with the shoulders, right? Out to the side, forward, back, bending. And we'll do those with the weights when we're seated. So our shoulders will get a bit of a workout as well. Let's do 2 more things with the leg, and then we'll have a seat. So, squatting. You stay behind your chair. I'm going to turn sideways. You're going to just hips back and a little knee bend. Do not go way forward. It's not this. It's not this, right? You were pushing through the middle of your foot, middle or back. You're not pushing off the toes, and you're not having your knees go way forward. They can go forward a little bit, but you're pushing off mostly the middle or back of your foot. Who's getting tired of doing squats? I am. 2 more. 1 more, rest. Lunges look like this, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And now you don't have a hip hinge, you simply, like you're going down in an elevator. Just bending both knees a little. If you can go lower, if you can do this, have at it. You don't need to though, just go as far as you can. 5, pushing through the front foot. It's this muscle and your glute of the front leg that should be doing the work, not the back foot. Don't push off the toe really hard. How many more? Anybody? Nobody. Oh, that's right, because we're doing it remotely. Other foot, same idea. Let's do 8 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. You're going to go up on your toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to go up on your heels. I'm going to have you go up on your heels one heel at a time. So, and you can add arms so it would look like this. Although you're holding on to your chair. Can you see what? Yeah, you can see my feet, I think. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Rest. Hopefully by now you're warmed up. No one should be in a 3. You want to be probably a 2. We're going to do a little bit of active movement, side to side, 1 foot to the side. And we're going to add arms. If you feel comfortable letting go of your chair, the arm thing would look like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sorry, I goofed myself up. 1 more. And we can also march forward. You stay behind your chair. If you need more of a workout, the knees go higher and so do the arms. Eight more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're marching with the little circles. Faster march. Little circles. So has anybody ever run down a hill and they get faster and faster and they feel like they're... So we're not running down a hill, but our arms are going the same way as if we were doing that. And it's very similar to jump roping. So when we jump rope, which we're doing now, pretend you have a jump rope, and you're doing 1 foot at a time though. We don't have both feet off the ground. So I know some of you are going to be wanting to do this, but that's not what we're doing. 1 foot at a time. We can jump rope backwards. So now the arms are going backwards. Well, they're not really going backwards, but we're pretending we're jumping backwards. And rest, nice and tall. Let's do a little bit more marching. What we're going to do is alternate between narrow marching and wide marching. So we're going to do 2 narrows, 2 wides. Narrow, narrow, wide, wide. Narrow, narrow, wide, wide. Narrow, narrow, wide, wide. Four more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And rest, rest, rest. How is everyone doing? I'll take that as a yes. We're going to push, push. Again, if you need the chair, that's what it's there for. Reach, 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 reach. 8 more. 7, 6, 5. Keep going. So when you go, can you see my feet? We're going into what they call triple extension. We are having extension of the hip, the knee, and the ankle. So triple extension, this is what you do when you hit a golf shot, hopefully. Other than swearing a lot, if you play golf with me. 2 more. 1 more. Let's have a seat and drink some water. Oh. So in Silver Sneakers, they use 3 types of equipment. You have a stretch band, you have some weights, and you have a ball. If you don't have equipment at home, you can find some for weights. You could use cans of soup or a water bottle. For a stretch band, look around your house if you maybe have something like this. If you don't have any stretchy kinds of things, how about something like a scarf? We're going to be doing things like this with the stretch band. So it's not optimal because it doesn't stretch, but find something where you can do the 3 different types of equipment we're going to use. So nice and tall, shoulders are back, tall neck. Inhale, exhale. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now let's grab our weights. I had a question about weights the other day from my other class. We're going to do bicep curls. And ideally, your weights would be anywhere from 1 to 4 pounds. I think 4 would be almost the max. Some folks in my class do 5. It's not ideal because we do a lot of repetitions, so have a lighter weight, even though you can bicep curl a 10-pound weight. Bear with me and use a little bit lighter weight. Am I all the way in the frame here? Let me scoot over just a touch. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're going to flip it a quarter turn and do more biceps, but now it's working the muscles a little bit differently. This is called the Arnold Curl because I think Arnold Schwarzenegger used to do these. 2, 1. Flip it another quarter turn, and now elbows are still tight. Now we're doing a reverse bicep curl. It's not working the biceps, it's working this muscle right here. Those are your pronators, supinators. Those are the things that help you open jars and things. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Should we do a hard one or easy one? Let's do a hard one. So remember when we did the legs, you stay seated. Remember when we went out to the side with our legs? We're going to do the same thing with our shoulders. 8, 7, 6. If this is hard on the shoulders, you can do, if you have an affected arm, just do one side, or you can do them with no weights, or you can do them one at a time. So you pick what you want to do, and let's do 6 good ones. 6. Push, pull. Your job is to figure out the push-pull. I'll give you a couple hints from time to time. 2 more. Push it up, pull it down. Last one. Push, pull, rest. If we made a shorter lever by bending the elbow, we would be doing almost the same thing, but now it's our chicken. It's our famous chicken. 8. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Nice and tall. We're going to get the hips involved a little. Weights are here. We are doing our hip hinge forward, and we're pulling the weights back. We're pushing them out, pulling them back. This is going to work your core. Well, and everything else. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest nice and tall. We can also flip the weights a little bit, and now let's not do the hip hinge, just push out and pull in. Push, pull, push, pull. Working biceps and shoulders. Push, pull. 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Feel the difference between this And when we flip it here, and even harder would be flipping it this way and doing a roll like this. We'll do 4 of those just so you can see what it's like. 3, 2, and 1. These are the hardest of all, I think. Rest. So if we need to give our shoulders a break, we have the option of working our legs. Just put the weight on the leg, lifting it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Let's do triceps. So 2 different ways to do triceps. Well, there's many ways, but the 2 we're going to do. Elbow is tight on the ribs, and you're pushing it back, pulling it. Pushing, pull. You stay seated. It's this muscle in the back of your arm that's being worked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other arm. 8. You can also do these together, by the way. We're just going to isolate one arm. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We also can do these overhead. Again, depending on your shoulder, if it bothers your shoulder, just do these again. So overhead, you can support the elbow, that's optional, and try to have the elbow going forward. Not out, it's not this so much. This is still a good exercise, but that's working more shoulder. We want to work this flabby tricep that I have. I'm trying to get it a little tighter. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In the gym, sometimes you'll see people doing both overhead. Silver Sneakers does not like you to do that because it's a little hard in the neck. So don't everybody start doing this. I know in my class, if I show them what not to do, they immediately want to do it. But we're going to skip this, and we're just going to go single arm kinds of things. Let's do another hard one. So we are going to do the fly. So there's a slight bend in the elbow, and you're reaching out to the side. See if you can figure out the push-pull part of this without me telling you. And then I'll give you the answer. Push, pull. Push, pull. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Rest. Oh my gosh. Let's do this guy. I call this the coffee and cream, or ketchup and mustard. See if you can come up with one yourself. In my class, everything they come up with, it's more like rum and coke, gin and tonic, especially the boys in the back row, and you know who you are. Hopefully some of you are on this class today. 2 more. Rest, nice and tall, nice and tall. A couple more that are going to work the core. We're going to make circles like we're stirring a big pot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my gosh, that's enough for now. Here's a good one. If you are able to hold both things in one hand, just let the arm dangle and lean away, and you're giving a really nice stretch up in here, and you're also stretching your shoulder a little bit. Just let the weight hang down there. Try it on the other side. Lean away from the weight. Oh, that feels good. Whew. Nice and tall. This is always, I just sort of stumbled on this one by accident. We are just tapping the weights here and tapping it on the chair, unless you have an expensive chair, then you better not. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're controlling the weight. You're not just swinging it wildly. You are controlling the weight. 2 and 1. Let's rest. How about if we move on to the ball? Grab yourself another nourishing drink of water. So this is a 45-minute class, and I'm a little behind because our other class used to start 15 minutes later. So we'll speed it up a little. Where's my ball? If you don't have so here's an exercise where we are squeezing the ball, and you can put your hand here, and you should feel a chest muscle tighten up when you squeeze. If you don't have a ball, a pillow would work for some of these exercises. A pillow would almost do the same thing. This is a great pillow, crushing it. What number are we on? Anybody counting? 2 more. Switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the same muscle would be worked if we hold the ball like this and we crush. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to do range of motion. If you don't have equipment, just follow along and you'll get pretty much the same benefit. So here we go. What number are we on? We just started, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Let's try a rotation. You're going to hold the ball, or if you don't have a ball, just and follow the ball and work on getting a nice rotation through the trunk. Oh, does that feel good? Follow the ball with your eyes. Couple more. Couple more. Oh. Let's try behind the back, so you can scoot forward in the chair a little bit. And this is going to open up your shoulders. If it's too hard to get the ball all the way around, just go to the side and take out the behind the back part. Otherwise, all the way around. 8, 7, 6, 5. Reverse directions. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Let's do my favorite, the opposite game. So this is going to engage your whole pillar here to keep the limbs and arms working together. Limbs, I guess, legs and arms. I guess they're all limbs, aren't they? We're going opposite as far as you can. Some of you, the more astute people, might notice I'm not going very far, and my leg isn't as straight as it could be. I need to take more yoga, which we offer online here as well. We just had a yoga class. Now we're going same side. I didn't tell you to switch, but can you see it's same arm, same leg. And now opposite arm, opposite leg. So we're working our brain a little bit. Same side, opposite side. Same side, opposite side. And I better quit while I'm ahead. I'll confuse myself. This is a fun one. We always played with balls when we were kids. I didn't play a lot of jacks, but I think jacks was kind of like you grabbed a jack and clapped. So you can do 2 claps if you want. If you can do 3. Don't fall out of your chair. In my class, sometimes they throw the ball way over here. They try to grab it, and don't fall out of your chair just trying to catch the ball. Just go pick it up. 2 more. Don't break any lights in your house. Rest. Let's just squeeze the ball and turn it. And then the other direction. Squeezing and turning. So I play guitar and I have arthritis in the thumb because the thumb has to do a lot of the bass notes. So this is actually helping my arthritis in my thumb a little bit. So some of you may have similar stories. You're knitting or you're gardening, and if you do this a bit, it'll help loosen everything up. Let's put the ball underneath our leg, and we're pushing it up, pulling it down, push, pull. You can lean back in your chair because this is a little harder on the lower back because our hip flexors are higher up. Normally we're not like this. So you have my permission to lean back or put a pillow behind your back. Go out to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8. Looks like a sunny day out there today. Maybe one day I'll try teaching this class outside. We'll see. Then all my neighbors will want to join in. 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your last sip of water if you need it, and grab the stretch bands. Where are mine? Hands to the handle. Hip hinge, pull it back. Hip hinge. When I say pull it back, I mean you're making the band get wider. So we start narrow, we get really wide at the end. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulling at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other arm. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. We can start up high and go down. If your shoulder is bugging you, go a little bit forward. Same thing. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest. I have done it again. We're behind a little bit. Let's go put the band under your feet, cross the handles. So this class will be going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9:30. Be sure to check the website. I do not think it's going to be going on Good Friday, but check the website. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now the legs, we are tapping. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch out the leg. So my class back at the J would kill me if I ever skipped this one. So even though we're just about done with our time, we're going to get this one in. 3. Make sure you have enough room to go on. I'm right hitting my easy chair here with my leg. Let's switch legs. Out to the side. 8. So tell your friends, family, loved ones, anyone that thinks this might be a good way to spend 45 minutes of your day. 3, 2, 1. Let's put all the equipment away. Nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. A couple more. Last one. And then I'd like to leave you with a quote. In my class at the J, folks would bring in favorite quotes, and I would read them. I just found this the other day, and it kind of inspired me, especially in these times. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. And that really seemed to resonate with me. So find ways to go dancing, and we will see everybody next time. Thanks for coming.